Welcome students. In the previous class, we have seen about the block diagram of computer. Today we will continue with the same topic, basic computer organization. As you know, computer follow the principle of IPO. You know very well what is I here, what is P and what is O. Here I stand for input, P stand for process and O stand for output. Means it follow one cycle that is called input process output cycle. Means first it will take input from the user with the help of input device. Then after taking the input it performs some operation on it, means this is called process, and after processing whatever we have to get, it will produce with the help of output device. In output device we have two things, one is soft copy manner and second one is hard copy manner. If we want to display our output in soft copy manner, then it will display with the help of monitor, or if we want to display our result or information in hard copy manner, then that time we will use the concept of printer. Clear? Now see one diagram. See this diagram. This is basic computer organization. In previous class we discussed about block diagram of computer, but this one is a basic computer organization. Here many things are added. See this. Here these types of box arrow signs are used, that are used for combining, that are used for attaching your input unit with the memory or CPU or storage. That's why we are using these type of arrow sign. Now what is the means of this arrow in computer? Now question is arise, what is the means of this arrow in computer? This arrow is known as bus in the computer system. Just like bus is used for carrying passenger from one place to another, similarly in the computer, bus means like a wire used to share information or signals from one place to another place, or you can say that signal, data, information, whatever things, these things are carried with the help of this bus. This bus is known as system bus. Here input unit, output unit, memory, storage unit, everything we have discussed. Here only one thing is added, that is CPU is categorized into three forms. One is ALU, second one is control, that means control unit, and third one is register. Register is nothing but it is used to store information in it. Means after taking data from the input device, it goes in the primary memory. Is it clear? After taking value from the input device, it will stored in the primary memory. Primary memory just like a RAM, that is comes under memory unit. Then if that data wants to perform some operation, like our data is 2 plus 3, means here 2 and 3 both are the data, and we want to perform addition in it, that time it will comes under CPU, and ALU will perform arithmetic operation in it. So where 2 and 3 will store? Inside the CPU. That time it will stored in the register. Means after the memory, it goes to the register. Register hold that value for some time, means register hold data as a temporary, not permanent. Then intermediate result. Intermediate result, why I am saying intermediate result? Suppose that we are having equation like 2 plus 3 plus 5. Then we know very well plus sign as a binary operator in computer means it at a time it will perform operation with two values. So means first it will add 2 plus 3 and its result is 5. Its result is 5. Then its intermediate result will also stored in register. Then this value means 5 add with another input 5. 5 plus 5 that means 10. 10 is our final result. Then final result again goes to the memory, and if we want to store this value in the computer system, then it goes to storage unit, otherwise it will display through the output device. I hope this basic organization of computer, this block diagram, you understand. What is the purpose of register? Register is nothing but it is used to store intermediate result or temporary values. Now let's move further. Functional components of a computer. So one by one we will discuss functional components of a computer. First one is input unit. Input unit is formed by the input devices attached to the computer. Input unit. Unit is nothing but it is a single thing. Unit means one. Input unit is formed. How we will create input unit? We can create input unit when input device are attached with the computer system. Some examples of input devices are like keyboard, mouse, then MICR, magnetic ink character reader. This type of device used in the bank to read the bank checks. Then optical markup reader, OMR is a device that is used to read OMR sheets. Optical character reader, joystick, you know, this device is used in the playing game. Input unit is responsible for taking input, as you know very well. Why we use input unit? It used to take input from the input device and convert it into computer understandable form. Like we have a keyboard. On the keyboard there are lots of keys and signs are written like capital A, capital B, numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, signs, special characters like question mark, full stop, like this. When you press A, computer can't understand you are pressing capital A, yeah, you are typing capital A or small a, or in some other language like Hindi. In Hindi it performs like dot. Computer can't understand which type of character you are entering. So means first it will convert human readable form to the computer understandable form. Now you know very well, again computer understand only binary code. Binary code means binary code consists only two digits, either 0 or 1. Means, or one thing you remember, computer always runs on electricity power. Computer runs on electricity power. That means it understands only high voltage or low voltage, or you can say in terms of on and off. Means two things we have. Number 1 or 0. 1 represent high voltage or on. Here 0 represent off and low. In previous class I explained this example, so I am skipping this example. To understand this example, you go to my previous video. Now, some common input devices. These three are the common input devices which we are using with the computer. One is keyboard, second one is mouse, and third one is microphone, or you can say mic. Keyboard acts as a typewriter. It is a device that is used for typing letters, digits, or commands or special characters. Similarly, second one is mouse. Mouse is a pointing device. Mouse is nothing but it is a pointing device, or mouse control movement of pointer on the screen. Just like a blinking, one blink is there, na? That is known as cursor. So this cursor movement is controlled with the help of mouse. Mouse is a pointing device which either a roller on its base or some laser machine, means mechanism. Third one is microphone, that is called mic. We can send sound input to computer through a special input device called microphone, or mic in short. Means a mic is a device that convert the sound received to the computer format. A computer understand only digital form, means digitized sound, or our voice is just like in analog signal. So first it will convert our analog signal into digital form, then computer can understand. A mic can work if your computer has a special hardware is known as sound card, or one more thing, sound driver, means that is called audio driver. It need audio driver or sound card, then computer can understand your voice. I hope this input unit topic is clear to you. Let's move further. Next is output unit. Output unit is formed by the output device attached to the computer. This definition same as previous input unit. Their input unit is formed by the input devices attached to the computer. Similarly, output unit is formed by the output device attached to the computer. Here, what is the role of output unit? Output unit converts the output in binary form to the human readable form. Means after processing whatever we get in terms of information or in terms of result, it is in the form of binary, because computer understand only binary signals. Then this binary convert by the input unit in the human readable form, then human can understand it. Clear? The work of output unit is used to convert output in the binary form to the human readable form. Is it clear? Then some popular output devices are monitor, printer, and speaker. Again, three are here. Monitor is a common output form, or common form of output from a computer. It displays information in similar way to that shown on a television. Means this monitor is used to display information in terms of soft copy, which you can see only. Clear? Then printers are the output device that deliver information by means of printed character on paper. Means it is a part of hard copy. If we want to display our data in hard copy manner, that we use printers. Then speaker receives the sound in the form of electric current from the sound card and then convert it to sound format audible to user. Clear? Let's move further. CPU, Central Processing Unit. The CPU or Central Processing Unit is the main control center or processing unit. It is also known as brain of the computer. as it guides, directs, and controls and governs the performance of a computer. That's why we are using CPU. CPU has some subcomponents that help in carrying out processing of a task. Means CPU is nothing but it has some subcomponents. Just like I'm asking a question, where CPU is located in your computer. Some are saying that, sir, this one is a CPU. No, this is not a CPU. I am giving answer like this is not a CPU. It's just like a cabinet. And some students are saying like, after opening the cabinet, it's saying that, sir, this is CPU. No, this is a monitor. Again, someone is touching the processor. Sir, this is a CPU. No, this is a processor. So what is CPU? CPU makes when all the subcomponents are combined together. Like subcomponents like control unit, register, arithmetic logic unit, and processor. When all these things are combined together, then it forms a CPU. CPU is nothing in your computer. It makes when subcomponents of the CPU are combined, like ALU, CU, and register. Now ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. It perform arithmetic related operations or logical related. Arithmetic plus, minus, multiply, divide. Logical less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, not equals to, equals to. These type of operation comes under this. How it works? See here the definition. When two numbers are required to be added, these numbers are sent from memory to ALU where addition can take place. Is it clear? Means our input means data is stored in the storage device, means in the primary memory. It takes that data and put into the ALU where addition can take place, and after performing the operation the result is put back in the memory. Memory means primary memory. Or if intermediate result is there, then this intermediate result will store in the register. In the same, other arithmetic operations are performed through only ALU. Similarly, logical operations, the numbers to be compared are sent from memory to ALU where the comparison can take place, and comparison result comes in the Boolean type, means either true or false. Like this, if we are having two inputs like 5 and I want to make comparison 5 equals to 5, so it will result written answer true. If we are to compare like 4 is greater than 5, then it will display false. 4 is not greater than 5, means result is false. So logical operations output or result comes in the form of Boolean, means either true or false, whereas arithmetic results come in the form of numeric. Logical operations provide the capability of decision making to the computer, means which is correct or which is wrong. If it is correct, then it produce answer in form of true, otherwise it will produce answer in terms of false. Now CU means control unit. Everything is controlled by the control unit. Control unit send control signal until the required operations are done properly by the ALU memory and memory. Now see this definition. The CU acts as supervisor by controlling and guiding the operations taking place. Or one more line, the CU gets program instruction from memory means everything we will get from the memory. Memory means either primary memory or secondary memory. If our data is stored in the secondary memory, first it goes to the primary memory, and from the primary memory CU gets the instruction. CU gets program instruction from memory and execute them one after the other. If we are having two or more than two instruction to perform, then CU takes first instruction and then perform. After that it will take another instruction and it then execute it like this. So one after other it execute the operations, instructions. After getting the instruction from the memory in CU, the instruction is decoded and interpreted, means which operation is to be performed. This all the working comes under CU, control unit. Now one more line is there. The control unit even controls the flow of data from input device to memory and memory to output device. Then next is register. Register is also a part of the CPU. CPU consists three subcomponents. One is ALU, second one is CU, third one is register. Register or processor registers are small units of data holding places. Data holding means it is temporary storage where our data or intermediate results will store. This is the simple definition of register, nothing else. I hope these many topics are clear to you. How input unit works, how output unit works, then what are the subcomponents comes under CPU. CPU is also known as brain of the computer, like this. These many topics I have covered here. Then next is memory, means main memory or primary memory. This topic I will discuss in the next lecture, next video, because memory has many subparts, so this video may be long, so we will cover this topic in next video. If you are having doubts, confusion in any topic, you contact to me. Okay, thank you class.